So the 24 hours of Daytona is this weekend, but last weekend we had the virtual version of the 24 hours of Daytona on iRacing.
Because he's got a bent ass.
What are you doing? Oh my god.
Which is something that we took a part of and somehow finished in P2 with just 3 drivers after 24 hours. But now all 18,000 drivers that did this race last weekend had the same experience. Today we're gonna scour the internet and find some of the shenanigans that happened during the 24 hours of Daytona on iRacing.
We are wrecking the car.
Anyways, let's get into it. The one that we have here is called "So This Was Not How I Expected to Start My Lesson." Let's see what this one's about. All right, so we got a car rolling down pit lane, and oh my gosh, where did that GT3 come from? Oh my goodness, that is horrible. Think about it. You're literally the last stint of the race. You have done 23 hours. You're driving down the pit lane, and then all of a sudden, a flying GT3 just takes you out, pushes him straight into the infield. It went over the barrier into the infield. Wow. You can kind of see right here how it starts. He's already losing it. How did he lose it right there? That's so strange. It's almost like if it was intentional, but he lost it somehow in the tri-oval. Goes into the wall and it just comes straight down. That's just very unlucky. That's super unlucky right there. Honestly, the odds of that is just so low happening. I don't think I've ever seen something like that happen. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Okay, so the next one that we have here was something that we were hoping not to happen to us. And unfortunately, this seems like this was a common theme that happened to a lot of drivers last weekend. So this one says, "I love getting killed 30 seconds into a 24-hour race," which I can already predict what this one's going to be about. And I'm not ready for this. So, all right, so here we go. He's riding on the inside through the infield into the left kink. He's stuck on the outside. Oh no. Yep. Typical GTP braking late into the corner. Had nowhere to go. He's taking his normal line. I'm pretty sure he saw this yellow Cadillac.
Why you bully me? You fucking bitch, why you bully me? Everyone asking.
In the rear, and at this point he just knew what was gonna happen. So unfortunately, that is a horrible way to get started with the 24-hour race, and this is kind of the reality a lot of people had. It looks like it wasn't even this Cadillac's fault. It looks like he just got pushed into it by a car that's over here to the right. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's just something that happens. Cold tires, people forget where the braking point is at. And yeah, this is the result right here. 30 seconds into the race and you're already taken out and have a ton of damage. Okay, so the next clip that we have here is called "A Small Plea to Prototypes for the 24." Unfortunately, this one isn't the greatest quality, but let's see what this is about. So GT3, oh, yep. That is definitely something that can happen here on these 24-hour races. Just have a faster car coming from behind. He had plenty of room on the outside, which is really weird that he stayed so close to his Audi. He literally could have just gone a little bit wider, but yeah, it just clips the Audi, destroys the rear, hits the wall, and unfortunately for situations like this, the prototype just continues on his merry way without any repercussion except for a 4X, and the Audi unfortunately has this broken back end.
Damn, boy, he's sick.
And a destroyed 24-hour race. And it almost looked like it was during the daytime. So this could have either been in the beginning of the race or towards the end of the race. Either way, it's not good for the Audi. And unfortunately, that was definitely something that we were hoping was not going to happen to us during the race. Okay, so this one says 18.5 hours into the 24 hours of Daytona. And this happened to some poor soul. Let's see what this is about here. All right, looks like we're riding along with a Porsche, and immediately the video hasn't even started and I'm already confused. Why is there just a Porsche sitting in the middle of pit lane exit facing the wrong way? He must have got into an incident or something, but I can continue on here. Oh no, I don't even have to play it. I already know exactly what's gonna happen. First of all, again, the video already started off on a bad note. The Porsche is facing the wrong way on pit exit.
Are you sure about that?
Which I don't know how that happens. He maybe ran into the tire barrier and spun out. Where he is going right now is probably the worst decision that you can make during the race, especially if you're gonna have oncoming traffic. But let's see what happens here. Oh no. Yep, exactly. Oh, does he show what happens to these guys? Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, I would hate to be that Cadillac. I really hope that Cadillac was not the leader or something like that. Maybe that Cadillac was 10 laps down and this was just the thing that cemented them to just think like, you know what, let's just end it now. Oh man, yeah, Quick tip, guys, if you are, I guess, in the what even strength of field is it? It looks like it's a 1.8k I rating strength of field, so it's like around the rookie level, but you gotta have a little bit of confidence to not drive onto a racetrack like this. But yep, just nowhere to go for the Cadillac, unfortunately. And yeah, that ruined two people's day. And luckily for this Porsche right here, that he wasn't involved. Did the smart thing of just slowing down. All right, so this one, maybe I can get your guys' opinion, but this one, I haven't seen it yet. It says our Daytona is done on lap 1 because I braked too early, quote unquote. I am in the bright blue yellow car. So let's see what this one is about. Going to the left kink and into our favorite spot here, down to the right corner, goes into the oh, okay. Yeah, we have to reevaluate on this one. Okay, so I'm assuming that he is talking about this one then. So this is the bright blue and yellow car. Let's see what happens. So heading into this corner, I'm keeping an eye on him. I mean, yeah, he braked a little bit early, but it's not entirely his fault. It looks like it's honestly like the first lap or the second lap of the race, so he's just taking it cautiously. Black and red car takes evasive action, goes to the left, but yeah, definitely the black and blue car's fault. Even if the light blue and yellow car brakes a little early just to be cautious into this corner, the car on the rear, you have to anticipate the brake in front, and you can't just dive into the inside halfway through the corner and try to just send it in there. And unfortunately, he takes out two cars, and yeah, once he's here, the blue and yellow car has nowhere to go. He's kind of sandwiched in between those two, and yeah, he gets taken out, two cars taken out, and then I think he gets hit by someone else here. Yeah, he takes out another two driver, maybe even more. It looks like a lot of people are starting to pile in, and yeah, I don't blame the blue and yellow car. He was taking it very safely through this corner. Yeah, he braked a little bit early, but he didn't brake ridiculously early. It's got to be the responsibility of everybody else to anticipate it, especially if this was the opening part of the race. Had nowhere to go. Unfortunately, blue and black car takes out two cars, and then 3, 4, and potentially more behind him. All right, so this one's called Just What You Want, 6.5 hours in. So there's 6.5 hours into the race. Let's see what this is about. All right, we got some GTPs fighting for position, and as they make their way into the left kink, again, our favorite corner. Oh, the white car. Oh no, the white car decided to try to make it 3 wide into the corner. And I mean, I wish I had different angles of this situation, but it almost looks like the white GTP car goes into the, oh, it's actually an LMP2. I just realized that. So it's an LMP2 2 GTP car. So I understand why the white car was thinking it was going to be a good idea to go to the inside, because this is probably for position, but yeah, you got to do it safer than that. GTP car is going to brake a lot later than the LMP2, and just wasn't using common sense here. I think he could have waited, been patient. He already had the inside line on this GTP, so he could have been patient, got him off the corner, and unfortunately he takes out the LMP2, and it almost looks like, yeah, he does take himself out. Look at that. That's about yeah, that's a lot of damage right there for him. So not the brightest decision, especially during the nighttime. Not the smartest move to do when you're that far into the race, even if you are battling for position. So yeah, white GTP car, but I wish we did have different angles of this one, because yeah, I think GTP could have been a bit patient, but who's to say that the LMP2 didn't swerve into him? But I think still fault white GTP from that angle. All right, so this time we hop on Twitter. I found some 24-hour clips on here, so let's see what this one is about. But according to Google Translate, it says a missile was fired while driving at the top. All right, so let's see what we're looking at here. All right, so right now we're 7 hours and 30 minutes into the race, and we're riding with Yuya, and it looks like it's right after our famous corner that everyone has died at, and we're heading into the left turn that leads you back onto the oval. All right, so we have the GT3 Porsche right here going to the left. Oh, yep. An impatient GTP car, and it was Porsche on Porsche damage. Like, come on, you're supposed to be supporting your fellow Porsche, man. Yeah, it's taking it normally. This GTP is way out of line, way too late to try to go for that overtake, and just runs into the side of him. Probably hurts his car, destroys the Porsche right here. Probably got wheel damage. It looked like, yeah, right here it says that he's got wheel damage. Yep, just unfortunate for him. All right, this next one Twitter that we have is from Matt Radical. It says, we were bouncing between PA and P10 when an LMDH made contact with us. All right, let's see what this is about here. Filmed off a phone camera, but I'm assuming he's in the LMP2 car on the inside of this GTP car. On the inside. Oh, yeah. Washed out a bit wide. Actually, that's something that happened to us during the 24-hour race. I don't want to say it's 50-50. Definitely, he could have given a lot more room to this LMP2 car. Yeah, it kind of looks like he turns in, misjudged it. Because he was going to try to go for a cutback. Yeah, I say it's GTP car's fault. But, just destroyed the LMP2 car. And again, it was during the day, so it could have either been in the beginning of the race or towards the end of the race. So, yeah, that sucks. All right, so for the last one that we have here, we have this one that's called, this is unequivocally, Jesus, I can't say that word. Unequivocally my fault somehow. So, I'm riding around with the LMP2. Let's see what happens here to the LMP2. On the outside. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So let's break this down here. What we got here? So we got two GTP cars on the inside. Yeah. I don't know how, if he's the purple LMP2 car, I don't know how that's his fault. Yeah, these two are just fighting for position here. Maybe it was his fault because he should have gone out of the way. That's what they're thinking. Right into him. And that really didn't hurt the GTP car. He was on his merry way, but yeah, unfortunately, LMP2 car, there is a wall right there and got the short end of the stick. Alrighty, guys, so that was it. Those were a lot of the misfortunes that ended up happening here on the 24 hours of Daytona on iRacing. Luckily, again, for us, we were able to overcome some of our misfortunes, but we still finished off in P2. And yeah, I can't wait for more 24-hour races that are going to happen later this year. And of course, next year, the 24-hour of Daytona 2025. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button down below. It helps us out on the YouTube algorithm. And thank you again for making it to the end of the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next time, guys, peace.